Hello everyone, Orange here. Welcome back to another video. Welcome to Path to Decency episode 17. Yes! So it's finally here. A week of waiting. I mean, I don't know, I'm just hyping up my episode. So we have 5 summons to do. Not as many as usual, which is kind of weird. Maybe it was just an unlucky week. I'm not really sure why there's so few summons, but we still have summons, so those will be at the end. Best for last. So I actually forgot to show you guys my Vertihile last episode because I had him built then and I just forgot to show him to you guys. So here is my Verd. These are his stats, and the runes that I have on him were just leftovers from farming dragons. I had them in storage, so luckily enough I had enough runes to put on him to make him somewhat decent. So I'll show you guys his runes real quick. Violent Revenge, pretty good. I was kind of glad that I didn't have to go Blade, so that was nice. And so that was 2 weeks ago, and then so that's that, and then let's get into everything recent. So I 5-starred my Arya from the Hall of Heroes, yay! And she has 9 skill ups on her, and they were actually good skill ups, which is kind of rare for me to get. I mean, not that rare because my Beretta got really screwed and so did my Galleon for skill ups, so I was pretty glad that Arya got good skill ups, and I managed to do TOA hard with her. She was pretty useful, and I stuck Shannon's runes on her for TOA hard, and now they're back on Shannon because I needed them on Shannon because I was going to use Shannon for a level. I'll talk about that in a second. So one other thing, I also 6-starred my Chisoon. In the last episode, I talked about, oh, I'm not going to do that because I am probably not going to use her. I don't have runes for her. She won't be that useful, whatever. I said some stuff. I actually did have some runes on her, for her to make her somewhat decent. Like, her health is kind of low, but she is okay, I guess. I mean, I think she's okay. So I stuck some runes on her and 6-starred her because I got stuck in TOA hard and I thought she'd be able to help me. And she didn't, probably because she has no skill ups, I think. So I'll talk about that later, why I think I'm stuck and what I think I can do to get unstuck, I guess. So that's what I did. I haven't used her in PvP yet. I'm kind of afraid because she has no skill ups and I think she's kind of squishy. Like, I think she's okay. I'll have to try her out and just see how she is because she is Chisoon, right? She's like a Nat 5. She has to be good. So we'll see. I'm pretty sure I'll test her out. Either this guild battle or the next one, I don't know. And I 5-starred Arya and 6-starred Chisoon all through the DICE event 12-hour EXP boosts. I have 2 left over. I don't know if I'm going to use them. I think I will, and I think I will use them to make extra fodder to save up for another 6-star. I accidentally 5-starred my Tion. So as I was 5-starring him, in my head I was like, okay, I don't actually know if he's farmable or not. So I 5-star him, and then 2 seconds later, it was like 5 seconds after I 5-starred him, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna look it up, right? Like, he has to be farmable. But I wasn't sure if he was farmable. I was like on the fence. Looked it up. He was not farmable. You either get him from beating Greedy in Arena for the first time, which is like the Arena dude. I think I talked about this last week. So that's Greedy. Or you summon him through a Light and Darkness scroll. So I'm probably just gonna keep him for now and let him chill out in storage because I don't want to fodder him if he turns out to be good or whatever. I mean, I know he's kind of mediocre, kind of bad, but I just want to be on the safe side. Plus, it's not a big deal to make extra fodder. It's really not. So I'll just let him be. And then, like I said, I'll probably just use those 2 12 hours to make like 2 more, or however many more I need to make another 6-star. But I probably won't make a 6-star. I'm just going to hold on to the fodder until I'm ready, until I decide. So now we get into the biggest accomplishment of the week. I got to level 87 in TOA hard. Yay! This is the highest I've ever been. I think my previous record was like 60 something. I don't know. It was like 50 or 60. I don't know. So I managed to get this far, and I have 2 videos on. I have videos on 50, 60, 70, and 80 in my playlists, or you can just go to my videos. They're kind of recent if you guys want to see what teams I used. And I pretty much, once I started getting higher up, I had to kind of modify my team. So I'll talk about the teams that I use first, and then I'll talk about the current level that I'm stuck on. So, let me show you guys. So this team right here is pretty much my standard TOA normal team / early TOA hard team. And then once you get higher up, you kind of have to transition it a little bit. So I also use this team sometimes in TOA normal. Sometimes I'll put Spectra in here. I don't know, it kind of just depends, whatever I feel like doing. So then once I started getting higher up in TOA hard, I found that dropping a healer was the best way to beat it and just have everything stunned all the time. So I dropped Bella, and then I put my Verd in here because Verd's like super good for TOA hard. So I put Verd in, and then I would kind of do something like this. What else was I doing? Oh yeah, so then I would also do something like this too. This was like pretty much my go-to team to get me pretty high. So this team worked out really well, and then I think I said this before, but I just removed Shannon's runes and put them on Arya. I was kind of impatient, and I was like, I'll just spend the 150,000 mana or whatever to put the runes on Arya and get as high as I can in TOA hard. So that was kind of my go-to team, and then after that, I got stuck on this level. So I tried a bunch of stuff, like I tried so much stuff, and I think I'm stuck because of my overall rune quality and my Chasun not being Devilmond / Chasun having bad runes and not enough health to do her, like, her second skill. So I looked on Reddit, and a lot of people were suggesting teams to me. Well, not to me, but I was just looking at other people's, like, help me threads. So I got a lot of team recommendations from there. And some people were saying do stuff like, what were they saying? They were saying you need a defense buff because the Akromas do, like, a lot of damage. So I put my Shannon in there, and then I tried Chasun too to help with heals, and I thought, this team should do it, right? This team is good. It should be able to pass this. It should, with good runes and skill ups maybe, but I couldn't pass it. So if I tried to not bring Beretta, and when I would not bring Beretta, Zaiross would breathe fire on me, and then I wouldn't have... Oh wait, did I not have Bella in there? Hold on. Let me show you guys. Bella. So I tried this team, and then, like I said, Zaiross would breathe fire on me. I would not be able to heal at all, so that didn't work, because I just couldn't stun Zaiross, and I was like, are you kidding me? Well, I mean, with this team I kind of could, most of the time, and then one time I got a really good Zaiross who was not breathing fire, and he was just doing his little, like, spit thing, his first skill. So I also tried Vero there, and then I tried Mav. Mav might work out. I don't know, I might try it again. Mav might work out if he has more health and stuff, or he's faster. I don't know why health would help him, though. I forgot, I didn't even write it out, I was just, like, trying stuff, so I don't remember, like, how far along I got with, like, trial and error testing. So I might just have to call it quits for now. I might try it again. I should have written down notes, because I honestly don't know, like, how far I got in my testing. I kind of determined that I could not stun the Zaiross without my Beretta. So that's obviously not good if he's going to put all your skills on cooldown, and yeah, that's not cool. I think some people actually said they used Chloe for this level, which is interesting. So I don't know if I can pass that. That's kind of where I'm at now. And what else? I also got C1 again but I didn't get hit at all. Like, it was 30 minutes into rush hour and I hadn't gotten hit. I tweeted a picture. So I think it was just a really, really easy week for C1, which was cool, I guess. So I don't really have any rush hour footage, and if I did get rush hour footage, it'd probably be really boring because I'm still using the same 3 teams, and it's just boring, I guess. The only real thing I think that's making me get C1 is my rune quality, and I choose to use my best monsters, so the monsters that I do use have good runes, and I pick my matchups well. So that's kind of just what's getting me to C1, picking good matchups and being aware of what I can win and what I think I'm going to lose, and just skipping those ones that I think I'm going to lose. I managed to also max my crit damage building from all of the arena that I've done, and I think I'm probably going to go into the HP or defense building next. Haven't really decided. I'll probably have to look at some math maybe, because there's like a thing called effective HP, and of course I want the most effective HP I can get, and effective HP is like HP and defense factored together, sort of. So I'm not sure about that. But I maxed my crit damage building, which is like an amazing building. It's helped me so much in pretty much everywhere, just amplifying my damage with my Theomars especially. And last week I also kept on farming dragons, so the main thing I worked on was progressing in TOA hard and farming dragons, because free rune removal day is coming up here in 2 days, yay! And in the last episode I told you guys I'm just going to work on my TOA hard units, probably like Chasoon, Mav, Arya, Shannon. I have to split up runes between them. Spectra, but I actually looked at Spectra and I don't think I have any upgrades for him or anything. So he'll probably stay the same. And then Thrain, I could probably work on him a little bit. I also told you guys I have 2 EXP boosts and I might just make fodder with them. And then as for what I'm going to 6-star next, I have a couple of options. I was kind of thinking about either Shihua to get her ready for Necro. I don't have any runes for her. Arya for TOA hard, she'd probably be the best choice, especially if I plan to use her, or if I do use her a lot next TOA hard rotation. Thrain, and I think that's about it. So I think those are pretty much my only options, but I will have to sit on it and just decide whenever I decide. And also, another one of the biggest, or probably the biggest news of last week that I wanted to share with you guys. There was a post on Reddit that I will pull up here in a second. Oh, wait, hold on. Wrong window. Okay. There we go. Okay, so, as you guys know, I was on the 100% accuracy train thing, and I've converted to the 85%, 45%, 55% hype train thing. So I kind of feel like with all of this stuff that's come out, I kind of have to be like a crazy person to not believe what everyone's saying. Like, you know, all those people who believe global warming's not a thing and they believe vaccines give you autism. And so here's the post that came out, and basically it's saying you want 45% accuracy for everything except PvP and dragons. For dragons, you want 55%, and then PvP 85 when you go against monsters with like 100% resist. Basically, in this post, whoever the poster was said that they did PvE testing, but they haven't done any PvP testing, which I'm assuming people are probably working on. And they didn't post any data. Well, they did post data, but they didn't post any, like, video proof or whatever. Like, it'd probably be so long just uploading all of that video proof. So I kind of feel like we have to give him the benefit of the doubt and trust him, because, I don't know, he sounds more credible than the other people. Like, the other accuracy posts were so shady, like, so shady. this post is a lot better, and I actually trust this one. Kind of looks legit. And then here we have a bunch of testing, but no video proof. Okay. So I kind of think that there's just too much stuff out there right now to kind of deny it. That's my whole view on it. In light of that, I will be ruining every monster for PvE except dragons with 45% accuracy. Dragons team 55%, PvP monsters 85%. I actually tried to work on some of my runes because free rune removal day is coming up very shortly. Soon. 2 days. I already said that like 3 times. So I like to be prepared for it, and I took a look at the runes that I have, and some changes I just can't make. For like Beretta, for instance, I can't really lower his accuracy and have him benefit elsewhere, which is like kind of sad, but I just don't have the runes for it. So theoretically, I would probably remove this rune and put an HP rune in there, or a defense rune, or something like that. And then his accuracy would still hit 45% because I use him for everything except PvP and dragons. So, and then he'd be good, right? But I don't have the runes to do that, and it's kind of okay because I still use him for PvP. Sometimes I use him in Guild Wars if I lose Galleon or something like that, or if I want him to attack bar reset something. Like, if someone has 2 speed teams, kind of, I put him in there with, like, Vero and Velajul or something, and then I'll attack bar reset something that I have to attack bar reset, like a Chloe or something. And I did one other spontaneous thing, which is very uncharacteristic of me. I did one summon for Zaiross and Teshar for the summoning stones, and I didn't get anything. If I did, you guys would have seen it in a tweet, but I didn't. So I was like, okay, cool. I got a water lizard man. Cool. And I'm kind of just at the point, I already said, where I just need to farm more, I think, because I have, like, no runes for anything, and then the runes that I do have for stuff are, like, really bad runes. Like, my Thrain, for example, he's just unacceptable right now. I don't even think his stuff's powered up. Yeah, he's kind of unacceptable, so I think I just need to get to farming a lot because I'm expanding my monster pool, and everything that I'm expanding into wants violent runes, and I don't have enough to go around. And then as for what I plan to do on next week, free rune removal, farm dragons, and then TOA's resetting here in like 2 weeks maybe, so I'll be doing 9 days, so I'll be doing that after the next Path of Decency episode. So not next week, but the week after. And I'm looking to summon here soon. I already talked about it, but I'll give you guys an update. So I'm probably going to summon for the 2 rotations right here that I'm showing you guys. So I want to get a Hua and Orion, and I also want a Briand. So in the Hua Orion rotation, I can also use this Wind Nine-Tailed Fox to skill up my Shihua for Necro. I heard that Shihua's AI is actually okay for Necro. They fixed it recently, so she won't sleep the boss, and she'll use her sleep wisely on the waves before. So I would use those skill ups to skill up her first skill, which is important, I think, to get the extra harmful effect rate thingy on her dot. So I think I want to do that. And more damage is good for Necro anyways, and Shihua is like a really good monster for Necro. Pretty much a lot of people use Shihua. So, and then of course I want to obtain a Hua for my Necro team to round it out, to have all fire monsters because of Shihua's leader skill. Her leader skill is like 40% for fire monsters. I think I just looked at it, let me check. Attack power with fire attribute for 40%. Okay, so my Necro team would be Shihua leader, Colleen, Hua, Shihua, Colleen, Hua, Adrian, Bella. So 4 out of the 5 are fire monsters, so that'd be really good, and then, you know, whoever gets captured would be fine. Because if I run Yen, if I run Yen and a fire monster gets captured, they might kill Yen, I don't know. So Hua is also really good for like pretty much everything. TOA hard on some levels, and what else is she good at? Raids and Necro, pretty much. Those are like the main 3. where she shines. Orion, of course, really good for PvP. The Nat 5s are pretty good, except the Water Pioneer, but he could always get changed, like Chow did. So, and then also the Wind Charger Shark. Like I told you guys before, I messed up farming and I only have 36 out of 40 pieces, so I could fix that little oopsie daisy with my summons. So that's kind of that for that rotation. And then the next one, Briand, I think is going to be really important for me. I think I absolutely need one to start autoing Hall of Heroes B3 eventually. Briand is pretty necessary for that, to have a good solid B3 team. And then TOA hard, just doing TOA hard in the first place and then autoing it eventually. Briand is really, really key for that, because I don't want to sit here and manual TOA hard. Eventually I'd be looking to auto it, which is in the future, right? But it's something that's going to happen, autoing TOA hard. So Briand is that monster. And then as for the other monsters that I use for this summoning stone rotation, Hwahi, I already have one. I like to keep one of every Nat 4. So these Hwahis would go on my Chasun for skill ups. It'd be a little bit too late for this rotation of TOA hard for the Akroma level, but it would help. And then the Fire Pirate Captain, I also have one of those, so I could use those to skill up my Galleon. My Galleon just needs 2 more skill ups, so I'm actually holding on to a Devilmon. I have one Devilmon that I'm holding on to in storage because I'm going to summon for that rotation if I have extra stones, and I want to make sure that if I get a pirate captain, then it'll go on Galleon and I won't waste a Devilmon. And then the Horus is fusion, so I do want to go for that Hua Orion. Like I'm still kind of thinking about it though, because for the Hua Orion, I can use 3 out of the 5 monsters, the 4 stars, and then 2 I would actually use. And then for the next one, I again would use 3 out of the 5 4 stars, but I would only use 1. But those skill ups would be like so good. So I'm still kind of debating. And then the Nat 5s for this rotation are good, except Juno. She's like okay, I guess. But these other ones are pretty good. I'm actually not sure about this one. I think he's good though, because he has his hug or whatever. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking about. I will have to decide when the time comes what I'm going to do about that. And then I'm still kind of deciding if I'm going to keep going for Summoning Stone pieces or Ifrit pieces. So I've only summoned 1 Ifrit so far, and it was Theomar's, and then I'm close to another. So I'm going to have to see how the next 2 rotations go and then determine from there what I want to do. So if I get like a Hua, and then I don't know, actually. I'll have to think about it. So I think I might go for Ifrits though to get Tessarion and Dimir. I think they'd be like super good. So we'll have to see what I want to do. And it'll kind of depend on what my next Ifrit summon is. If I got Tessarion, I think he'd be more useful than Amir. Because I just don't have that Oblivion for Pernas. I don't have it for TOA and stuff. So, I don't know. And that's it for this episode. So let's do the summons. 26 minutes. I keep making these so long. I'm sorry. I tried to make this one short. I like organized everything. This sheet of paper is like not that long, and then I talked for 26 minutes. Okay. I'm just making this even longer. Yay, Marshall Cat. Hell yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, give me lightning on this light and dark. I haven't gotten any lightnings on light and dark. Give me a basalt. Show me the basalt. No, what the hell? Okay, I don't even know what this one does. Let's check her out. Pretty sure she's bad because no one uses her. But we're gonna lock her anyways, because she is a 3-star. So she's pretty much Megan here, except her awakened skill is probably bad. Attacks all enemies 4 times by summoning thorny bushes, and makes them fall asleep for 1 turn. Hey, that sounds kind of good, though. Well, sleep is, like, bad, though, because you can break it with damage, so I guess that's why she's bad. So, cool. 4 attacks, though. Interesting. So, summons were bad. That's okay. So that's it for this episode. Yeah, I think that's about it. If you guys have any suggestions, I guess, like, I would like to hear feedback from you guys. If you guys like I think the formatting was better, but I still made it 27 minutes. It's the time keeps going. So I'd like to make these episodes shorter so you guys don't have to, like, sit through all this stuff. I don't know. And then, also, if you guys can maybe help me out with what you think I should summon for, that'd be cool, but I think I'll figure it out anyways. And maybe I won't even listen to you guys. You guys will be like, go for Brienne, he's so good. And then I'll be like, nah, I'm going for Hua. So, I think that's it for this episode. I will catch you guys in the next video.